waiting on Instagram, but I'm good on this. Okay, I told y'all I'm making today Cornish hens, stuffed Cornish hens, and collard greens and mustard green mix. My grandmother used to do collard greens, mustard greens, and turnip greens. I don't care for turnips because, you know, then you take the little bottom part of the turnips and cut it in there. I don't like turnip greens. I have people working in my house today, so you might hear a little noise on this video, but we good. Because I wanted to do this. Waving. How you doing? Waving, but I washed the mustard greens 3 times. I wash them. I bought a big thing of collard greens, a bunch, and I bought the bag of mustard greens. Although they say they wash theirs 3 times, I wash mine 3 times. You cut them up and stuff, and you salt them to wash them to make sure if they had bugs or anything, because when you get fresh greens, they might have bugs or something here and there. And so the salt kills them, and if there's something in there, it'll float up. But these were pretty good, nothing, but I wash them anywhere. Anytime you get greens, you wash them. I don't care, bag or not. The bag, they didn't have the fresh, because I always get fresh. I don't like to get the bags, because the bags they don't take the mustard greens off right. They'll have the little, I have like a whole bunch of this that I picked through my mustard greens. I do not like this on the green. I don't. You pull it, you turn it backwards and pull it off, and you don't get this because these are hard and crunchy. This came from this bag, and if you buy the bags, you have to take these little things out. They're not good. They make them tangy, like turnip greens, and I don't care for turnip greens. But like I said, I grew up, my grandmother did mustard, turnips, and collards together. All 3. Never did them separately. Always did them the same. Me, collards, and mustard greens together. I never do mustard one time collards. I mix my greens together. Always have, always will. With that being said, these blessed hands right here, these are going to be amazing, because 2 things I do really well. And I have always said this, and will say this to the day I'm gone. Greens and red beans, you would have to get your mama's mama to come and holler at me with my greens and my beans. Facts. I'm sorry. It's just life. Deal with it. With that being said, big pot here for my greens. First thing I do, turn this on. And I'm not going to take you, my greens going to take about 2.5 hours to cook. I'm going to show you how to start them. I'm going to show you how to start the Cornish hens. Cornish hens take about 45 minutes. But the greens going to take longer. I put my oven for the Cornish hens on 375. For my oven for my Cornish hens. My greens is washed. Let me turn this in the zinc. Washed in the zinc. Yeah, I washed the greens in the zinc. Wash them 3 times. You roll them, pull them back, wash them, salt them each time, making sure you get everything nice and clean off the greens. Okay? That being said, let's come back this way. Okay, I got this on. Now y'all know, if y'all been watching my channel, I tell you that I keep a cup of bacon grease. Because whenever I fix bacon, I put it in this cup here. And hey, Chubbs. Okay, the bacon grease. Put this in here. And we're going to take 2 tablespoons of bacon grease for this. Bacon grease. makes your greens better. Bacon grease, best greens ever. If you don't have bacon grease, stop what you're doing and go get some. Facts. I would say 2 nice kitchen spoons. Not your kitchen spoons, big kitchen spoons. Put that in there. Now with that being said, I have my bay leaves. I have 4 of them. I'm going to put that in there, but not now. When I get the greens all in there and get them seasoned all, or Tony Saturin, either one, garlic and cayenne. Now my cayenne, here's what I'm going to do. I didn't use all my onions for, I didn't use all my onions for the seafood boil Sunday, did I? Oh, I got a little piece. Oh, I got a bigger. Okay. My onion. You start to hear that fry. That's frying. With that frying, with that grease, I got 2, 4, 5 pieces of bacon, the thick bacon. Where my scissors at? On the way. 5 pieces of the thick bacon. 5 pieces of the thick bacon. We're going to cut that, we're going to chop away into that, into the pan. Bring that down to a medium. Maybe do me like a short video with one of your cameras with me putting this bacon fat in this pan. You did already? Oh, okay. I never told y'all my greens is healthy. They just good. This is not a healthy green recipe. I'm going to tell y'all that now. It's not. But is it good? Yes. Okay, with that being said, move them around, make sure they break up and fry. So there's bacon fat in there. Then there's more bacon fat. Then we're going to cut up this onion. And somebody called Jeff and Al, because they've been wanting this recipe for a while. Al the barber and Jeff the car salesman. Yeah. Shell is letting you know how to cook greens. Catch it on my YouTube channel if you have work. Selling cars or cutting hair. But Al used to come get it because during Christmas time and Thanksgiving, and if I was doing greens, he'd come bring a bowl because he wanted to take some home. But it would be for my house for Thanksgiving and Christmas or whatever, or New Year's, I would do them. And he would come and he would smell it at the shop and want some. Them onions. Now this is my first time buying this, but this looked interesting because I didn't want to ride. It's like 20 miles for me to go get some real pick-a meat that I like at the store. So I got this. It's called smoked pork jaws. Smoked jaws. I've never did this. How you doing, nurse? Raw base. Never use these, but we're going to use it today because they look at fat. Anything fat looks good to me. Now I'm going to rinse these off because I don't know who handled this, so I'm going to rinse this off. but it looks like this. It looked like bacon fat, but it called it jaws. It looked like bacon fat, but I'm gonna wash them off anyway. And that's gonna go down in the pot. We're gonna stir this bacon up. Put this onion to the side. Now in my refrigerator, I keep ham shanks. I usually boil down some pickle tips. I found 2. I'm gonna put that in there because 2 ain't gonna make that salty. It's not. And I got some ham shanks. Technically I was supposed to go and get me some. I'm gonna cut off this back. That's skin. Not all of it. Just some of it. On both of them. Just some of it. You want to broil that down. But I'm gonna cut off some of it. Not all of it. Because that's good frying down in the skillet. So we're gonna cube it. Cube it. Frying it down. I fry it down. I fry down the greens before I cook them. I fry it. Before I put anything else with them, I fry it down. We're going to let that fry down some. So while we letting that meat, if you don't have the jaws or you can't find the jaws, like I said, I had never did that before, so it's all right because you got the bacon fat and the bacon grease. So you're good to go. So with that saying today, what would go with a good Southern meal to drink? Well, now, let's see. A pocket. Nice Southern dish calls for a nice red wine. Something that can stand up to anything. It's some red wine, and I like red wine. So this Apothic Red Bentlin. Apothic Red Bentlin. That's what we're drinking today with our good Southern meals. Good old Southern country meal. We're gonna do this. I'll take off the top. And I haven't took the time, y'all, to go get me a new electric can opener. I haven't took the time. I haven't. So we're gonna go old school and just screw this in until I take the time, or I go order it online. How about that? Bring it. Gonna bring that up. There we go. Walk it up. Ooh, y'all heard that? Gonna get me a nice round full glass that looks beautiful when you put red wine in it. It does. You know, just when you think you're cooking by yourself, somebody always wants. Every time I go to pour a glass, now she don't want to be on here, but every time I go to pour a glass, let that breathe for just a minute. We're letting it breathe for a minute, and I'm capping it. Oh, you want it? Oh, Lord Jesus. Help me. But I thought you said you wasn't drinking today. Tomorrow, huh? All right. that part. Normally I let this breathe, but we ain't doing that today. And they going in and out my door, so I don't want nothing to fly in my drink. But this red blend of Apothic, I love a red blend. It's really good. And Apothic has this at Sam's. They have a 3. They have a Cabernet, a red blend, and another one. That's in $21 for 3 bottles. You really can't beat it. But I'm going to cover this because, like I said, I have people working in my house and I don't know what it flew in here. So we're not going to... Now, I really want to show this to you. But I don't know. That's not going to reach over there. But my... See that pot? Check it out on YouTube. My YouTube channel will show me showing the pot. With it frying in there. With the jaws, smoked jaws. Now we're gonna put the onion on there because we're about to put this we're about to put the onion in there. Switch it around. Switch it around. Swish, 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 swish. And then we're going to take, and you might think this is a lot, but it's not. We're going to take a tablespoon of cayenne. Oh, my bad. That was more than a tablespoon. And put it in there. Tablespoon and a half. How about that? And put it in there. And we're going to mix it around. Mix it around. We're going to let the onions get a little translucent. The cayenne, you might think that was a lot. But by the time you put those greens in, a bunch of greens and a bag of mustard greens. That was one bunch of mustard greens. No, one bunch of collards. It was a big bunch, y'all. I'll show it to you. You can check it out on one of my other channels because I'll show a picture of it. And then me washing it and everything. And one bag of those mustard greens. And I washed all that. And that's in the zinc. Now we're going to put it. They all in drain. We're going to put it and put it in the pot. Now, this is what makes my greens so flavorful and good. I fry it down. Everybody don't fry it down. My grandma used to fry it down. And she would take, she had a ham hock. She'd broil that ham hock for about 2 hours. Take the water from the ham hock and put in her greens. I'm not, you can do that. I'm not doing that because I didn't get a ham hock because they didn't have the ham hock. They didn't have no ham hocks at the store, and I went to 3 different stores up here where I was, and where I was supposed to go, I didn't get to go because somebody came to do some stuff that I've been waiting on my house for a couple of months. So I said whatever I had in the box, I was gonna work with it with these greens because the basic of this is this fat. You can't go wrong with it. You can't go wrong with this with your greens. Y'all hear that? I don't know if you can hear it, but it's sizzling. It's sizzling. I don't do the ripples to the to no green because that's it's bitter to me and it's just not good to me. And my grandmother didn't put all that in there. She chopped them up. See, this is what I was talking about. This was on that mustard green because That's why I don't like to buy bag mustard green, because they don't take all that off. You paying them to clean the greens. You ain't paying them to do all that extra, so they don't take it off. They cut it all up and with it. So, and that's what you get. And I like y'all to try my recipes and come back and tell me how was it. Now, making sure that all your greens get greased up. All your greens, turn the pot around, scrape all that at the bottom onto them greens, because we frying these greens. And we making sure everything is coated. So to make sure everything coated, you gotta take the bottom and bring it to the top. Take the bottom, bring it to the top. Making sure everything is coated, all that meat, onions is in there. Now, we're not gonna put that meat on the shanks in there, because we gotta fry that down. When I put that in there, I'm gonna be ready to add the bay leaf. See, I still haven't put no seasoning on it yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'm frying this down, so we can put a little season on. We'll say this is a tablespoon of season on, and a table, we'll probably wind up doing 2 total tablespoons of your garlic, granulated garlic. Okay, Max, give me one of your phones so I can show where that's fried down in there. Put it on recording or video so I can. You gonna do it? No, you ain't gonna do it.
Just
hold it.
Just hold it down and don't touch no. Just hold it down. It's gonna stop by itself once you take your hand off of it.
Okay, videoing this as in my greens, mustard and collard greens, and we soaked it in the fat of bacon, hog jaw, and bacon grease. You can't get no better than this. And we frying the greens down, because the best greens is fried down in bacon fat. You can't beat that.
All right.
Facts.
I don't need to say it on my.
I did it wrong?
No, you did it right.
All right. Okay. Okay. This is everything greasy in there. Let me show you. To the pots. Yeah. Everything. Hey, Tammy. Making greens. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Now for the Cornish hens. I picked these up this morning. Picked these up this morning. Like I said, greens take a while, so I'm not gonna keep y'all. I'm gonna show y'all how to start it. These are the Cornish hens. I got 4. It's nothing in them, because some of them you have like the little necks in them, but it's nothing in it. Put your washing them. 1 Cornish hen, washing it inside and out. 2 Cornish hens, inside and out. 4 Cornish hens. There's 2 packs at Walmart. Okay. Rinsing it out. Okay, we're going to stir this up. There you go, huh? Okay. We're going to wipe the greens out of this pot. And make sure the greens are coated. It had melted down to nothing. That's when you know you did something. You had made sure everything and got the cayenne and got the grease fat from the bacon. Jaw is all fried up. Everything is coated. Push all your greens down. Add a little bit more seasoning. A little bit more garlic. Now, we're going to put in the pickle tips and ham shanks. Put that in. We're going to put the 4 bay leaves in. And we're going to put this whole container, because it's going to cook down. When you have to add more water, because it's going to cook for about 2 hours. So if you have with you this one container, and then you add water, because all that's going to cook out. And I like this bone broth chicken. It has a really good chicken flavor. And we're going to take and put some water in it. This is a 16-ounce cup. I'm going to put 2 16-ounce cups of water. Or I could have just put 2 bottles of water in it. But I'm probably going to want my water. So we're going to use this cup of water. This 16 ounce. And we're going to use 16 ounce of the bottled water. We could probably do 3 bottled waters, actually. But we're going to clean the pot. Clean your pot. Clean your pot. Clean your pot. Move it around. We want the meat down in it. Okay, we want that 1 container of the broth. The bone broth was 32 ounces. So that would be 2 of those big cups. So we're going to do 3 16 ounces. So where's my cup at? So we're going to do 3 of those. And so that's 1 32-ounce cup and three bottles of water. How about that? You can't go wrong with the water because it's going to all cook down. I don't put a lid on this. I cook it without a lid. And there you go. Make sure everything is all down in that pot. You're going to add probably 2 more cups, 16 ounce, 2 more bottles of water in here. when it's all said and done after an hour. Okay. Cornish hens. We're gonna make the mix for my Cornish hens. With that being said, throw away these bags. Bleach the pot. Bleach the bowl. Bleach the zinc. There you go. Like that. Bleach the zinc. Okay, get all the greens that was in here out. Rinse out the zinc from the bleach and the greens. The chicken. We're gonna put a little dishwashing liquid in the bowl to wash. Where's my towel? You get a towel on it? Here's my towel. You want to deal with my dish towel? But this pot is what we call this time. Okay, rinse out this. And what we're gonna stuff my Cornish hens with is some I like, this is golden raisins, and I have pecans in it, because I mixes it all together. So this pecans and golden, the mixture bag of golden raisin, berries and golden raisins.
Let me see.
So, and cherries. I make sure I have some cherries, dried cherries. I want all of them in there. Dried cherries in there. And my pecans and my raisins, my different kind of golden berry raisins. I put the pecans in that bag because I buy separate. I make I do easy stuff. That being said, I'm gonna take these 2 apples. Take the skin off. Granny Smith apples. So the outside of the chicken will be savory and good and flavorful. The inside of the hen will be sweet, a little sweet. So you're going to have savory and sweet. And it combines really good. I kid you not. And this would be good for date night. You can fix that for you and babe. Because you know Cornish hens come in a 2-pack. Okay. Cut it side, side, side. Cut it side, 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 side. Long ways, then across. Little dices. Not a little bitty dice, but dice, 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 dice. And dice again. 4 ways. Okay, because we're going to mix that all in our dressing. This is going to be our stuffed Cornish hens. When I tell you, you're going to, you probably eat half. My husband eat a whole one. But this is one of his good Sunday favorite meals. And I haven't fixed this in a long time, so he's really been blessed with this today through the week, because this was a Sunday meal. Okay, now we're going to put a little salt, shake about a tablespoon of salt in this. Well, just do a tablespoon of salt. And we're going to do some, probably a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And we're going to mix that up. And that's it. Now, with this, ain't gonna hurt. We're gonna make sure this is seasoned up with, let me wash my hands. Season all. On the first 2, we're gonna do them 2 at a time. Season all. I didn't take the pan out. So we're gonna get the pan out for this baking pan for the 4. No. We're gonna use the pan. Okay, because that'll fit all 4. We're gonna do this all. Okay, season all, garlic, and season all garlic. No cayenne for that. We want a little of this dash, salt-free dash, and I opens it up. Because that have all kind of herbs in it. And we're going to make sure all this is coated. So we're going to flip this over. A little dash. We want all that to have coating in it. Garlic. Season.
Okay, so that's coated.
Okay, I'm gonna raise it up first. Coated. Making sure this is coated. Making sure this is coated. Making sure it's all coated in. Now with that being said, we're gonna put these apples and pecans and cherries. See, when these cherries cook with the juice from these cherries and apples from it baking with the juices of this in it, and it's gonna get into this, everything gonna be soft, nothing gonna be crunchy. And this gonna take about 45 to 50 minutes. We're gonna put that right there. We're gonna spray that pan, my bad.
Oh, let me see the inside of it.
Okay. We're gonna spray that pan. So nothing don't stick, nothing don't do nothing. Now, the Cornish hen. I would have normally let these set for a while to make this
Show them.
the season. Make the season stay soak up in here. I would let this set for an hour.
Let me see. It's the end.
Let this set for an hour. My cherries. Put all that in there. Don't let nothing be out. Put all that in there. Do the other one. Make sure all that get in there. Y'all can do this for Christmas, New Year's, whatever. If you don't want to do a turkey, or just Sunday's meal, or bay night, or honey night, honey boo night. You're always gonna have a honey boo night. We're gonna set that like that. Honeydew. We're gonna do these next 2 in the same. We're gonna do here the season all. We're gonna go both sides. How about that? We're gonna make it easy. Both sides. Flip them over, both sides. Then we're gonna do garlic. Then we're gonna do Miss Dash blend. Flip it, flip it. Now, then we're gonna put this in here. All the apples and the cherry, dried cherries, and the raisins, and all that is in there. So turn that the opposite way. So make sure this season. Remember, we put brown sugar in this and salt in to bring out your stuff for your seasoning, for your chicken, for your hens. Cornish hens we're doing. Cornish hens. Cornish hens. This is a Sunday's favorite for my husband. Cornish hens. And we ain't gonna let none of this go. We gonna force this on all of these. Because all that is good. We don't wanna leave nothing out. We're gonna make this fit. And we're gonna put a little bit more seasoning in this. But we're gonna make all of this fit. And we're gonna put some furl in it. Furl on it. We're gonna put some furl on it for the first 40 minutes. And to get it brown, we're going to let it cook for another 15 minutes, 40 minutes, another 10, 15 minutes with it off. Did we get all of it out? No, I got some raisins. This is raisins, cherries, pecans, a little salt, a little sugar. Gonna put this pearl on it. We're gonna sprinkle some dash on it. It's gonna make that pretty color. That's salt free. So you need the garlic and the seasoning. Now what we're gonna do is stir this up. It's good. We're gonna put this with the foil in it. Foil on it. Foil. Where the foil is? I knew she was gonna correct me sooner or later. But I pretty much wanted to seal with it first. So what I'm gonna do is take this off, put it on burl, and start it. I want to get a toast on it to seal that flavor on top. So I'm gonna put this burl on it for about 10 minutes, but y'all gonna have to watch it because your burl might be hotter than my burl. On your stove. So 5 or 10 minutes. But with that being said, y'all saw this going in the oven, and I'll come back later and show y'all the end results. Cooking with Shells. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like my channel, and share my channel with your family and friends. I love y'all. Come taste these blessings. Be blessed. Bye-bye.